How did you navigate dating and relationships during your 20s? Poorly. I'll start with that. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Naomi and this is The Real NaomiB, where we talk about lifestyle, fashion, beauty, and travel. In today's video, we are going to do a Q&A. I asked you guys to send in your questions on TikTok and on Instagram, and you guys really showed out and participated, so I really appreciate you. Also, I was in the process of doing my makeup and my hair anyway, so I figured I would just sit down and give you guys a chit chat, get ready with me Q&A type vibe. So yeah, I did this look and I think it turned out so nicely. So if you want to see how I achieved this look and answer your questions, keep on watching. So okay guys, let's get right into this video. I was going through the questions, kind of figuring out which ones I was going to use in the video. So the first question that I have is, how did you prioritize change from your 20s into your 30s? Which I feel like is a really good question. My hair needs to be washed yesterday. I want to slick it into a low bun. I will admit, and if you ask anybody that has known me in my formative years, in like my early 20s, when I was living in Jamaica, I have never been afraid of change. I had to start prioritizing the different parts in my life that I feel like would be affected by this transition. I had to like start reevaluating my goals and like take time to actually reflect on the current goals that I had and how they aligned with the values and like my long-term aspirations. I also had to focus on like my personal growth, whether that meant like exploring new hobbies or expanding like different skill set, or just like practicing mindfulness and being more self-aware. What were your top 5 dating rules when you were in your 20s? In no particular order, my top 5 dating rules are as follow. 1, you must be sweet. You must be a sweet person, a kind person. The way how you communicate with me must breathe and be filled with softness and gentleness and kindness. Kind in your action, kind in your words, kind in your intentions. The person that wants to date me or be a part of my life, that was something that I always knew from an earlier age. I need someone who's sweet to me. 2 is, whoever I'm with or whoever wants to date me must be ambitious. There needs to be a drive in you outside of me. I don't have the time to be pushing or carrying or begging someone to grow and evolve and to be their better self, their best self as they grow. I don't have the time to carry anyone, to baby anyone. I need someone who is ready and prepared to be the head and the leader of my relationship. I said what I said. They need to be very dominant, instinctive, and must be able to make decisions and not like procrastinate. A true born leader. This one should go without saying, but I have to say it. The ability to communicate. And I don't just mean talk. Anyone can talk. Anyone can open their mouths and tell you what they want you to hear. I need someone who knows how to express themselves and their feelings, but also have the room to allow me to express myself and my feelings. Let's just get into the nitty-gritty. Financial security. You have to be able to provide more than I can provide for myself. 4 on my list is, you have to be able to financially take care of me. I'm not like mean people. I can't deal with meanness. You have to want, you have to want to take care of me. The last rule in my 20s, or that I had in my 20s, honestly, I feel like it worked out in my favor. And I can only remember one time whereas I didn't follow this rule, and boy did it turn out tragically. Whoever I'm dating must want to settle down. That is your intentions of dating me. the reason why you want to get to know me, the reason why you want to spend time with me, the reason why you're investing your efforts into me and our interaction is because the goal is long term. The goal is marriage. The goal is buy a house and car and businesses and future partner. You see a partner in me. You're looking for, even if it's not in me, because even you don't necessarily have to like me or want to be with me after you start to get to know me. But initially, the initial intention of dating in general, it's because you want to settle down. It makes it very clear for you to weed out who made it easier for me to weed out who wasn't prime candidate, wasn't the cut of meat that I was looking for. What? That analogy is crazy. Yeah, it really made my dating experience very easy, picking through and weeding through who's gonna waste my time and who isn't, who is worth, a date, who is worth me getting up and putting time and effort into doing my hair and my makeup and picking out something to wear and gracing you with my fine ass presence. It really helps me to weed out who is even worth my efforts. If you don't want to settle down, if that's not the intention, if that's not the goal straight up when I meet you, before you hit me up on whatever app or you see me in person and come over and talk to me, if that's not what you're looking for, if that's not the intent behind getting to know me, I don't want it. So I'm going to move on to doing my lashes, and the lashes that I'm going to be using today are actually from Amazon. I'm going to be doing a combination. I'm going to give lash extensions, as always do. I've gotten so many compliments on my lashes, and it's because I started to use this new combo. I'm just going to quickly do them off camera and we'll be right back when I have them done. Just finished my lashes. Now these are way fluffier than I intended them to be, but I feel like they're so cute. What do you guys think? But alright, so now that we have our lashes done, we're gonna continue with our questions and we're gonna move on to makeup. The next question is, how did you meet your wife? I'm gonna do a full story time, but for now I'll just say I met my wife on Tinder. Yes, the dating app Tinder. But bear in mind that this was Tinder in 2019, because I've heard that Tinder these days has become more of like a hookup site. Next question is, what is the hardest experience of your life? Let me think about that a little bit. The hardest thing I've ever had to do, moving to New York. Taking that leap and that jump to move here and basically leave everything that I knew back in Jamaica. What I've done for work, the things that I had to do to really hustle and grind to take care of myself, like the type of jobs that I had to do, that jobs that I would never do back in Jamaica, like absolutely never do back in Jamaica. I had to come here and I had to do it. At one point I had 3 jobs at one time, just trying to ensure that I was not only taking care of myself but also able to send money back home to my mom and to my family, and being able to help out whoever I can. I remember at one point, I remember the feeling of packing my first barrel and sending it to Jamaica. You have no idea how that was just a proud moment in my life, but I wouldn't be able to have that feeling. I wouldn't know what that feeling was like without taking on the hardship of actually moving here. Comment below if you'd like to hear my immigration story. Guys, good. For the sake of time, I did my brows off camera, so now we're just gonna move into the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna take this question from TikTok, and the question is, girl, I'm following you for a while now, and my question is, do you and your wife ever talk about having kids? I've been talking to my best friend and Melissa. We've been talking about like kids' names. So yes, we are talking about children. We do want children. I know that I for sure want a daughter. That's not something that I can choose, but I know that I want a daughter. I would love the opportunity to raise a daughter to experience what my mom experienced when raising me. And I know it was difficult at times, but I know she values having that relationship with me, that mother-daughter relationship with me, and I would love to experience that for myself. I would love to have that little mini me, in a sense. I know that I'm going to value the earlier years of raising her and just like learning her personality and seeing the type of baby she's going to baby and child and teen and, you know, young adult she's going to turn into, and witnessing traits about myself that are in her, and you know, that entire experience, and bonding, and mommy daughter play dates and dress ups, or what are all the things. I know that Melissa is also going to be a great mom. I see her with her, you know, her nieces and nephews and her cousins' kids, and just like the babies in our family. I see how she speaks to them. I see how she talks to them, how she's able to get on their level and actually have conversations with them. Yeah, we want children. We talk about kids. We talk about what our kids are going to be like, how our kids probably our kids are going to find us so corny. We think we are so funny and we're so cool and we're so fun, and we're like, shit, our kids are probably gonna think we're so lame. I realized I wasn't telling you guys what I'm using. I'm going to prime my skin right now with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I should probably give another brand a try. I've heard so many other great things from other brands, but yeah. Milk Hydro Grip Primer on the skin. Next question is, how did you navigate dating and relationships during your 20s? Poorly. I'll start with that. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the color Butterscotch. But yeah, poorly. I had no idea what I was doing when I was dating. I didn't know my value. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know what I deserved. I was constantly cheated on, constant toxic interactions with people. One relationship was just so bad, and I thought I was so in love that I was just kind of like blinded to how toxic and unhealthy it was. I found myself in a relationship where I was being told that it wasn't a relationship, or we're not together, but we were doing all the things that couples do. That's just the tip of the iceberg, to be honest. It took me a while to really figure out what I deserve and who I am and what I wanted and how I should be treated. But it took me, I had to work on me. I had to learn and love me, fall in love with me first before trying to find someone to love me. You know, the internal work needed to be done. How did I navigate dating and relationship in my 20s? I made a lot of mistakes. I learned from those mistakes. I fell in love with myself. I had to ask myself what I wanted out of dating, what I was looking for, why I was dating, what my expectations were, what my intentions were, you know, actually have written down, actually write down what I think Naomi deserves. A quick tip. When blending out your under eye concealer, allow it to dry down for about 30 to 45 seconds before you try to blend it out. This gives you way more control with the product, and that way, and I use a smaller blending brush to blend out my under eye concealer. It gives you more control, you know, makes it easier to keep the product exactly where you want it to be. And the next question is, how did you handle heartbreak in your 20s? Poorly. I would leave one relationship and then I would find myself in another. How? I don't know. It's just maybe it's the Gemini in me. I was able to compartmentalize my feelings, and I would be able to put certain feelings in one box and kind of like pin it to that person, and then I would, for some reason, put that entire situation in, I don't know, I would just throw it away. I don't know how to explain it. I would remember how it made me feel, but for some reason the person was kind of faceless in a sense. I don't know, something to talk to my therapist about, you know. I would literally just let that person go as soon as, don't get me wrong, crying and, you know, not eating and just like the emotional roller coaster, of course I would go through that. I'm human, for sure. I would get bored of that so easily. I would get bored of crying and get bored of being alone. Like, I'm a social butterfly. I am an extrovert. My personality is very bright and light and moping and being, you know, sad and just like low. And yeah, that's okay for a while, maybe, you know, a week or two, depending on how long I was involved in that relationship, maybe 2 months, if you will. But even throughout those 2 months, I'm back on the dating scene. And that's the thing about setting expectations about why you're dating. I'd go on dates to kill time, not to subject that person to my traumas, but I would date for a different reason. I have different people that I would date for different things. I'd have a person that I would like to go out and party with. I'd have a person that I would like just to sit and talk to. I'd have a person that, you know, I would, you know, go out and try new restaurants with, or just new experiences with, or, you know, I would date to heal different parts of myself. It sounds crazy, I know, but it worked for me, and here I am in a healthy, thriving relationship. It's such a Gemini ass thing to say. Now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. It is the light reflecting foundation from NARS. And I'm literally just gonna put one pump on that side, one pump here. I don't want to do too much makeup today. I don't want to do a lot of product, I would say. But now we're just gonna blend this out and we can move on to our next question. Next question is, what is my favorite thing about being married? These questions are so good. One of my favorite things about being married to my wife, it's never a boring time with us. Like, it's always a good time with my wife. We enjoy each other's company. I think she's perfect for me and my personality. I never get bored with her. And for someone like me, that like I strive of spontaneity and excitement, and you know, I like, no matter what it is, it doesn't have to be elaborate, but it's just you thinking about something that I could possibly enjoy. We have so many activities in our life year round. We have seasonal activities. We have, you know, it's like little hobbies that we like doing together. She is my best friend. She knows me. She knows what I like. She knows, but she took the time to get to know me. She took the time to figure out, you know, what I'm about. And then with someone like me that's literally down for whatever, she's always said it's so easy to plan and surprise me. It's so easy to put a smile on my face. It's so easy to keep me happy, because whatever she does it's great to me. That's what I love about her. That's what I love about being married. Like, I really and truly have someone who is down for me as much as I'm down for them. We are truly a partnership. We are truly in this for the long haul. Also, what I like about being married to my wife, there are times where we would have a disagreement, or I'm being difficult, or she's being stubborn. We're never opposed to talking about it. And one thing that we try to remind ourselves is it's not us against each other. It's us against a problem. Us against selfishness. Us against whatever it may be. It's never us against each other. We are on the same side. I've never had a relationship like that before. I've never had someone that wants to hear my side as much as they want to get their point across. Is it always perfect? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, we have each other's backs, you know? I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty banana bread powder. I love this stuff. I like to use these little powder puffs that I got off Amazon. And I just kind of like pop it in here. Oh, look how smooth that is. Look how smooth that is. The bronzer that I'm going to be using is Mocha Mommy from Fenty. Next question is, what is your greatest fear? I feel like I have so much to offer and contribute to my world. Yes. Because everybody has their own system, their own world, their own, you know, community, their own connections. And I feel like my greatest fear is that I will die and not reach my fullest potential. I don't know. So I just took my scarf off, but you know, since we had our foreheads covered, I'm gonna have to go up and blend that. I'm just gonna use the same bronzer from Fenty, Mocha Mommy, and I'm just gonna go in and just bronze up those areas. Blend that out. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I have some flaking on my hairline from the hairspray, so I'm gonna have to touch that up. One more question. Let's take another one from Instagram. This one is kind of messy, but I like it. The question is, what would you say to the people that are not in your life? What would I say to those people today? If I was supposed to come across anybody that I was once friends with or once dated, what would I say? Oh my god. I'm gonna add some blush from NK New York. What would I say? I would say thank you. Thank you for being exactly who you were. I have no ill feelings about any of my exes. I don't really have exes, to be honest. Anyone that I was with in the past. I don't like to put titles on people that I don't necessarily, you know what I mean? It's not that important. But if we had any form of a relationship, whether it be platonic or intimate, you know, thank you for being who you were. Thank you for being true to yourself in that moment, because by you doing that, by them being who they were in that moment, it propelled me to handle the situation how I did. May have been poorly, but everything happens for a reason. And if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have made the decisions that I made to get to where I am now, and I love where I am now. So thanks for being you. To anyone that I've dated, thanks for being an asshole, or thanks for not treating me the way how I should be treated, because you didn't treat me the way how I was treated, it made me realize how I should be treated and seek that out. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. I lived by that. Everything happens for a reason. I'm using this liquid highlighter. I love, since finding this liquid highlighter, it's from the brand Believe Beauty. I used to use the Believe Beauty foundation before I upgraded to NARS, but I'm still stuck on their liquid all over glow skin illuminator. She looks like it. Oh my god, like, are you kidding me? And I like how it just blends so seamlessly and effortlessly into the skin. Like, are you seeing this? Let me zoom you guys in a bit so you can get the full effect. Yeah. Some to the nose. Okay. This is how we are looking so far, and I think we look super cute. I love that. Now we're just gonna set our face with the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. You have to really hold your breath for this stuff. You'll die. You'll Bitch. Ooh, I really do love this stuff. And I'm going to just line my lips with the, zoom you guys in back for a bit. And I'm just gonna line my lips with the dark brown. It's just a dark brown pencil from the beauty supply store. Then I'm gonna go over it with this Clinique, and it's just like a lip stick, but very sheer. I love the color because it looks like a nice lip tint, making my lips but better. Top it off with some jelly lip gloss from the beauty supply store. Give me a little extra shine. Love a glossy lip. I love a glossy lip. Oh yeah. Yeah. She ate. Hey you guys, this is the finished look. I'm fully dressed. Comment below if you'd like me to do a full get ready with me where I do hair, makeup, and outfits. Again, thank you to everyone that sent or submitted a question. I really appreciate your participation. If without you, this video would probably not be possible. As well, comment below how you liked how everything turned out. I think it turned out so cute. The hair was a disaster at first, but I felt like she really pulled through. I'll be able to go out and run errands and not look so crazy. The makeup looks beautiful. I absolutely loved how this look turned out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to turn on your post notification so you'll be notified every time I post a video. And as always, until next time, love you, bye.